Hello and welcome to my new series, Tofgam in Edinburgh. You're welcome to join me as I wander around town looking at all the sights and sounds and everywhere this capital city has to offer. And also, in each episode I'm going to introduce you to a card game that you can find on the website www.tofgam.co.uk, and there's even a few versions you can find on the website Etsy. So as we go forward, I hope you enjoy this episode, and remember to take each card game playing day one day at a time. Hello, and thank you for joining me today as we take a little look at the Grassmarket, home to the smallest pub in Scotland. Let's go and investigate. Formed in 1477, this was one of Edinburgh's major markets. In the 1800s, there was a mass influx of Irish immigrants who took lodgings in the houses and stuff you can see behind me. I mentioned in one of my previous videos about the city defences. Well, on the north side you had Norlock, which we looked at a while back. On the south side, which is where we are now, there was a wall going just along the steps you can see behind me, along the bit there on the pavement, and then I'm just going to show you now where just behind this bench you can see here, there's a little markings on the road which I'll take a picture of and show you in a second, of the city walls that went all the way behind me, up those other steps you could just about see behind the car, and round to the other side. Around about the First World War, the Germans invented the Zeppelin airship. Obviously it didn't last too long. All that gas, one area, wasn't going to work out. But anyway, they decided to use this airship as bombing raids in Britain. Well, in April 1916, they bombed Edinburgh, and one bomb landed in the Grassmarket, just near to the zebra crossing you can see behind me. I'll show you a picture of it, of a little thingy they've got here for the memorial for it. This cross behind me is a memorial for a giblet that used to be here years back. I always thought a giblet was with the chickens and stuff, but anyway, now over 100 people died between 1661 and 1688. Now there's one thing about Scotland, they do like to protest. That was much different here in 1736. Now, the story goes roughly along the lines of this. Now, there was a man here called John Porteous, who was captain of the city guard. And just around about the time, that some locals had been convicted of a crime, and they were going to be hung here and all sorts. Well, some of the locals didn't think it was justified, and set amongst trying to free the convicts. Well, one character tried to get the person away. Well, John Porteous aimed a shot at this guy, but it missed him and hit the person behind. That was the start of the riots. People didn't. So, noise galore. John Porteous and some others hid somewhere. Well, eventually, John Porteous was sacked as the captain of the city guard and was eventually charged for murdering someone who was totally innocent. Well, the night before he was supposed to be hung, a bunch of locals got to this cell he was being held at, took him from the cell, brought him here and hung him. That didn't work out. Hung him again. That didn't work out. And tried a third time and managed on the third time his body died. Now, after he was dead, he was laid to rest in Greyfriars Courtyard, which I'll show you a picture of now. This road, which I thought I'd show you off the sunset and with the decorations I like, is actually the road that Diagon's Alley in the Harry Potter series is based on. So, just at the end of the Grassmarket is Greyfriars Courtyard. Now, for all you Harry Potter fans, I'm going to show you two possible routes of how to find Tom Riddle's gravestone. Spoken here were two of the Irishmen who moved to Scotland, or in fact Edinburgh, looking for a job back in the day. Now, they initially found work working on the canals, which was being built at the time as navvies, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos. And that job kept them busy for a period of time, but as that job finished and the canal was complete, they tried to handle other work, and maybe anyway. So after time, they came to a point where they had limited jobs, so no job or whatever. So now, one of them, who had his girlfriend or his wife, had a little boarding house. So she was running it on just locally. So while all that was going on, apparently the Grassmarket being hanging place for the criminals. Now, apparently, so also at the same time, there are some doctors now who are forward thinking. Now, one of them, or number of them, thought the only way to treat ailments is to understand the human body. So, the best way to understand the human body is to work on dead people, find out how their body works and such. But they always weren't in the best condition. So, some doctors went through dubious means to search for better conditioned bodies to understand more. So, luckily, at the time, one of the wife of broken hair, or one of them, one of the lodgers in her lodgings died naturally, natural causes, no foul means. Well, broken hair were thinking, hey, we can give the body to the doctor, earn some money, whatever. So that was successful. Just so happened that night out one night, a couple more people they happened to find were dead. Doctor, here's some money, give us some money even, here's a body. So, as bodies were becoming less and less of natural causes, they decided we'll increase the chance of their natural causes by giving them an unnatural cause, as you do. So, also at the time, other people were doing it at the time, so people were robbing cemeteries and stuff. So the and they were also supplying doctors. So over the period of time, broken hair, they were convicted, or they were found guilty. They were found after a while of committing 16 bodies to the doctors, and also you always thought they were murder. And there was also a 17th one that was linked to them, but I don't know if that one was found to be them. Wow. So the local areas tried to put in countermeasures to stop grave robbing. So some local graves have got little towers where an Edinburgh regiment would look after them at night. And also, what they would also do was they would chain people to the coffin once they were in the ground to try and make that harder to get the for the grave robbers. Now, as you can see, there's a pub behind me called the Maggie Dixon. So, the story goes, she was charged with a crime here a while back for whatever reason. She was found guilty and they hung her. So, they hung her, she was taken down from the hangman's noose, and the doctor said she was dead, whatever. So, put in the box, taken away to the cemetery, or en route, bunk bus, bosh, let me out, get me out. Turned out, she had maybe fainted or something, light breathing, doctor thought she was dead. Well, she got out, and because she'd been pronounced dead, she was then allowed to wander, to get out the box and walk away. Well, what can you do? She'd already been found dead, crime had passed, carry on. So, what game shall we play today? Now, my last story was about a woman who was up high. Women high. Netball. As we leave the Grassmarket, Dave, I'll catch you in the game room. With this being at least a 2-player game, my opposition for today and this series is Dave Corman from Corman Productions. Check out his YouTube channel for such programs as Quantum Leap, Rewatch, which is my favourite. So let's play. Today's game is Jaguars Netball Club Sevens. Now, with the game requiring 7 players each, 7 position cards, I'm going to hand out 7 position cards to each of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm now going to shuffle in the matchday cards with the remaining position cards, like so. And place in the middle of the playing area, like so. So let's check out Dave's hand. He's got some defense and some attack. Let's check out my hand. I've got the goalkeeper, some defense and some attack. So, as usual, Dave goes first. So, I'm going to swap a goal scorer for an attack. My go. We're going to swap a goal scorer for defense. Dave's go. On this occasion, Dave needs this formation to win the game, but he doesn't quite have enough. So we're just going to put this game here. My go. On this occasion, I need this formation to win the game, which is 1 goal scorer, 1 defence, 1 attack and 1 goal scorer. I've got that formation, so I'm going to pick up this one, this one, this one and this one. I put this formation on the middle of the playing area, and I've won the first game. So put this one just to one side. So now it's Dave's turn. Now on this occasion, Dave doesn't have the correct formation again, so we put the matchday card just there. In the last game, in the last hand, I was depleted, so I can now rebuild my squad back up to 7 players. What I would do if I had the correct formation. And Dave doesn't have the correct formation for this game, so I put this one here. My go. So I'm going to rebuild my squad. Dave's go. Dave's got enough goal scorers, so put this one here. My go. I don't have the correct formation for this game, so we put this one just there. Dave's go. Dave doesn't have the correct formation, so we put this one back here. My go. I'm still rebuilding my squad. Dave's go. Dave's got enough attack, so I put this one just here. My go. Still rebuilding my hand. Dave's go. We're going to swap centre for an attack. Put this one there. My go. That's me back to my full squad. Dave's go. We're now going to swap this one for an attack. And my go. Going to swap a centre for defence. Put this one here. Dave's go. Dave's got enough centres. My go. Going to swap a goalkeeper for a goal scorer. And put this goal scorer in the middle there. Dave's go. Dave's got enough goalkeepers. My go. Oh, on this matchday card, I need 1 goal scorer, 2 defence, 1 centre, 1 attack, and 1 goal scorer. So that's me won this game. Put those players there. Put this one just here. Now, it does say in the rules that it's the first person to, in order to win, you need either be the first person to get 3 game matchday cards, or you play till all 12 matchday cards have been won, and whoever has the most wins. But as this was just a sample game, we did first one to win 2 games. As a result of that game, let's put the result onto the board. Let's see now, drag netball. Sixes, sorry, sevens.